Alright, where's Bozo at? Yellow.
Hey, good morning. How you
Good
doing?
morning. I'm doing alright.
Oh, I'm slowly waking up. I'm here. I'm present. I'm awake. I think.
Yeah, you here, you awake, you ready,
Yeah.
alert,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
ready for the day?
Um. Yes. 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 Okay. So. I spoke to Big T. When was it? What day was it that you spoke to him?
Same day you did. A bit earlier.
Okay. Yeah, I just can't remember what day it was. So I spoke to Big T. I don't know what. So we basically went over basically the same things that you did, where it was just talking about why I didn't know you smoke.
Yeah, I do.
Sorry. All right. Uh, spoke over the same things that you did, where it was like, why'd you want it? What are you gonna do? All that kind of stuff. And then yeah, he said I don't know where he got this impression from, if I'm honest with you. He said that he thinks that me and you hate each other.
What the fuck?
I'm not sure why. He said, I think you two dislike each other. I was like, I even corrected him in the meeting. I said, I don't think that's true at all. And then he went, oh, well, anyway. So I really
Classic
don't know.
Big T.
Yeah,
Yeah. I don't hate you.
yeah, no, neither. But yeah, no, he has basically ruled out Bloom. I don't know whether he said that to you during the
Yeah, he
meeting.
did, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. He says that Bloom's got too much on his plate, which I can kind of get because Shift 2 is a little bit of a wasteland, even though they've got LSPD command, they're not as present, if that makes sense. Um, uh, and then he said that he doesn't want to do the idea of co-lead.
Okay.
So he
Honestly, I'm
said,
kind of glad. I would, like, no offense to you. I don't think I'd want colleague with anyone personally. Don't know about you,
yeah,
but
no, I think I'm kind of in the same frame of mind where I think a second in command is a perfectly reasonable thing, but I don't think a co-lead makes any
no,
sense.
that's
And
why you got supervisors, right?
yeah, exactly. So yeah, I don't think that either of them really work out. But uh, he said that he wanted us to talk it out to see whether either of us would, I guess, kind of like rescind to the idea of the other being lead for
Uh-huh.
whatever reason, or he's just gonna decide himself.
I
So
think Big T being a bit of a pussy right now. I can't see neither of us giving it up for the other.
yeah, I said that in all reality, you and I aren't exactly too dissimilar. You just hide it a little bit better. Let's be real.
Maybe. I mean, look,
Maybe
I'll big myself up. I'll do maybe a little bit of thrown under the bus, you know, to get in the position that I want to.
a
But it's all
little.
business at the end of the day. It's not, you know, nothing against any specific person.
Okay, well, yeah. End of the day, it's I don't know. He seems to be of the idea that we're either going to work this out by Friday, which I don't think is going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen at all.
No.
There's something fucking monumental change would have to happen for anything like that. I legit don't know what that could be.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I think it's gonna have to come up to Big T here. It's we both obviously want it. I mean, there's no denying that.
Yeah.
And neither of us
Yeah.
are gonna. I don't see you giving it up. I'm definitely not gonna give up the opportunity. It's something I've been, you know, gunning for a while. I even did it for a bit. So
Yep. I remember when it was only a couple of us still actually using Moda when it was in the doghouse. And,
yeah,
it definitely wasn't getting any love when Mac was around.
yeah,
Honestly, the amount of times where I've had to fucking I don't know whether you don't really go into shift too often, do you?
Nah, not too often.
The amount of times where Soze and I had to kind of have an almost argument about the entirety of the SOP until it got to a point where it was changing because I just forced Mac to kind of push the same envelope after he kind of you and I can agree that he kind of rolled over, right?
Oh, he rolled over so hard. It was ridiculous. It was so hard to like ask him anything. He was just trying to please everyone. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Like he,
So
yeah, it was just always trying to please every single person, giving everyone the cert, and it was just a recipe for disaster.
yeah, it was quite possibly the most awkward meeting where it was all of Motor Cert, Soze, and Mac. And Mac was kind of just sitting there while me and Soze had a conversation. And I don't know, it felt like I don't think he knew the kind of repercussion that was going to come from the shitty SOPs that we got. And eventually Mac kind of pulled it out, but it was
Yeah.
after I don't know how fucking long.
I think maybe Matt got beat down a lot. There was a lot of conversations between people that all of us would put our inputs in, and they would just be ignored, and then everything would just be gutted, and it would be just completely different to what everyone had said. So maybe it was just a bit beat down. I don't know.
Yeah, and he could have gotten like incredibly unlucky. Like we don't know what happened in the conversations where it was just him and someone else. But
Yeah.
I don't know. It felt like a lot of the time he was very nonchalant. That's the thing. He's a very uh, relaxed person. Is that the best way to put it? Where
Yeah, agreed.
I think you and I are kind of a little bit more, maybe not at the best trait all the time, but a little bit more aggressive towards it.
Yeah, I'd say that, you know, a bit more. I mean, yeah, I think you more so than me. I mean, you always put the voice on and stuff. I mean,
What's the voice?
I mean, depend. You've got multiple voices, you know.
Of the apology one or something else?
Yeah, you've got your apology one.
Hey, I just it's easier to convey that way. I still to this day uphold that the apology voice is a sincere voice.
It's not fucking sincere.
It's sincere.
Not.
It's very sincere.
You'll say everything as well with your chest, which I don't always know if it's always the best.
Yeah,
Get yourself
I guess.
in trouble.
I guess, but how do I say this? I would rather there's a lot that should be said than kind of just
I agree, but as the way it's said, timing, etc.
people get upset. People get upset because it's sometimes like, especially in like a work environment, a lot of hard truths need to be said, or else it's just kind of you're gonna fail entirely.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I had Angel literally scream at me and walk out the other day, so it's
What did you do? What did you do?
I was just trying to get to the bottom of a situation with some processing and stuff like that. I spoke to like 3 or 4 different people, and she thought I was calling her a liar and walked out, and it's just really rude.
Okay, yeah, I've you and I like, I don't know whether you ever heard. You probably did hear about the situation with me and Angel, right?
I don't know if I did actually.
There was a situation where the 78s went off, and then she was like, she apparently had called for the suspect to get beaten down. I came in the scene after that. And then a lot of officers got shot. And then she walked up to me outside the hospital and was just like, "You're the reason a lot of officers just died." I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Shit.
And then I was just like, "What the fuck are you actually telling me right now?" And she said, "Why didn't you beat him down when you were standing on the plane with a gun pointed at him when he got out?" I was just like, "Angel, that wasn't me." She was like, "No, you're wrong. You're lying." I was like, "I wasn't." She said, I basically went and had a back and forth with her for God knows how long. And then I said to her, she said to me, "That isn't how you should be respecting a trooper." And I said to her, "I'll respect you as soon as you stop being delusional." And then she had a hissy fit about it. LSPD and the troopers investigated it about whether I deserved strike points, and then the whole thing was dropped. Nothing ever happened.
Oh my goodness.
She actually is just like on a fucking steam train of just getting overly angry and overzealous at the wrong people.
Yes, and I see it, and I feel like I've brought this up to people before, but they don't see it. Look, it's a pattern with her, and Snow won't believe it. I've said it to him multiple times, and even though he saw it, it still felt like he went soft with her, and it just wasn't like, thought it was just an anomaly.
It's like a soft spot with her. But
yeah,
I don't get it. I could see what Angel did flying with. Angel did to either me or whatever she did to you, flying with maybe someone softer. But is she just trying to like one up the wrong people and not knowing how to handle it when it doesn't go her way?
Honestly, you might have it spot on. Yeah, that's what it feels like anyway.
There's a lot of people that definitely would roll over to that, but
oh, 100%, yeah.
I don't think you and I are those people.
God, no. I said when after she went out of the room, I'm not gonna tread on eggshells. I don't really care like who you are, what position you've had, how long you've been here. I will treat you all the exact same way.
Yeah, exactly. Very same. If someone comes up to me with like a if someone doesn't treat the same respect that I would give to them, then I don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
But,
me too.
But yeah, okay. Sorry, soft tangent there. I don't think that either of us are gonna yield to this.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. My one complaint with Rose, although I didn't have too much faith in the beginning, but she did do well. But the main complaint later on was that she didn't use her voice enough. I felt like she was quite quiet about it, even though what she was saying was very valid.
I love what Rose did with it because I think that she did well maintaining the department, but sadly, and this is a small, not a critique, but and it's impossible for her to do any different, is she kind of got gifted a perfect department. She got gifted all of a good set of SOPs that were already made for her. I don't believe that she had any input in the original SOPs that we utilized.
Oh no, she'd only been motor certed since January this year. It was one of my problems with it.
It's like a very lovesick situation, which again hasn't turned out too bad, but obviously there was some worries here and there. But nonetheless, she got a perfect department with all of the SOPs in it. Had supervisors who had been doing it for countless years. Like I was certed when I was a cadet, so it's been like 2.5 years now. And
Vine, right?
yes,
classic, mate.
We've done a lot of the hot pursuits since then, and we've kept actually more of a friendly system with the motor, which I don't think it was before.
I mean, the pursuit thing was actually my idea in the beginning. It was a long time ago. I did the first one with Flop, and it went really well. So I'm glad that we continued doing that.
Have you done any more since then? Because they really have done about 4 or 5 now, and they're getting really good.
I did one with C2, which was pretty good.
C2 said that she didn't like hers though. Did we ever discuss with her why?
Yeah. We discussed it with Rose. It went forwards, and then that might be why I got so much better because of the feedback that we had as well.
Okay.
So we're both flexing each other so hard. This is a big measuring contest, bro.
Thunder, he's had one. He needs his second scheduled. We did our other one with Kit the other day. Fuck, what's his name? Colt? Remember Colt? We're gonna be planning one for him just because I think that we need to. How do I say this? Him and Ripley are very similar.
Oh, was that the one that was mentioned in the Discord, yeah?
Yeah.
So that's why I was driving around the Road King. I'm debating making like a little trial for that, just so they can get used to the bike. Like not necessarily a timed thing, but a just.
Do you ever think that we could treat the Road? No. I was gonna say, do you ever think that we could treat the Road King like an initial like motor training? But I realized that it's too dissimilar, and I think it should just be equal. I actually don't like the idea of it. An idea came in my head.
Not making them 2 separate sets.
Not 2 separate certs, but maybe like while you're a probationary, you get to use that one. But then I thought, no.
Yeah, I don't think that would work. I think it's a very specialized bike. Like it's good. I like how it drives, but it doesn't really suit me. I prefer the style of the other one. It's way better. But honestly, the Road King kind of drove a bit better than it. I'm not gonna lie.
The Road King, I've passed the Gordo trial. You can do the Gordo trial in the Road King. It's really not hard. The Road King is actually a great, again, not that Gordo fucking means anything, but I don't know. The Road King isn't a
but
bad
it's
bike.
also
It just has its
slightly
limitations.
different for the trials that we've already got, and I think the more trials, I don't really think it's necessarily a bad thing. It just gives a variety for the different styles of driving, because ultimately, I mean, on the Road King, your style of driving will be very different as it will be on the main bike as well. So I think
that's fair.
that can be changed.
What's up, guys?
What
You
is-
okay?